So we're gonna share the story of exactly how he went from zero to hero, from working up front at the Mandalay Bay to living every single day like ain't nobody in his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com. Coming back to you with another video here with Mike Busby, aka Unique Resells on YouTube. And we're here in Las Vegas at the eBay Open. Just a gorgeous, beautiful city over here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they say New York's the city that never sleeps, but I could swear, man, people do not sleep around here.
Not at all, man. Sin City out here.
The hustle is real out here. And in this video, we're gonna share how Mike essentially 2 years ago when I first met him, I remember being at a bar with you at the Green Room.
Yeah.
He was brand spanking new to the game. Maybe you've been doing it for a couple months or so. I don't remember, but you weren't, you were making some money, but you were working. He was actually working at the Mandalay Bay. We're inside the Mandalay Bay. He was downstairs letting people stay at the Mandalay Bay.
I've probably been in this room probably 10 times before.
Wow, that's
100%.
crazy. So we're gonna share the story of exactly how he went from zero to hero, from working up front at the Mandalay Bay to living every single day like ain't nobody in his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
let's kind of talk square one. How did you learn about reselling, and then how the heck did you go to now making 5,000 to 6,000 gross, netting anywhere from probably what, 3,000 to 4,000 you were saying before?
Yeah.
Profit?
Come Q4 a little more probably.
Yeah,
but
so what's the story, brother? Share with people. We got like 10, 12 minutes to share the story in this video.
Absolutely, man. Well, what's up, guys? My name is Mike. I got into reselling from watching Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, the man himself. And I don't know if you guys were following the 2017 Flip Challenge, but he pretty much said that anybody can go to garage sales, thrift stores, and make $20,000 from doing this. I don't know about you, but that sounds ridiculous to me, or used to at
Your
first.
ears perked up, man.
Yeah,
and that was on the breakfast. The
Breakfast Club, indeed, with like Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy. I love that. But yeah, so that's how it all started. I started YouTubing and Googling some videos on like how the hell do you go to a garage sale? What is a garage sale? And of course, this man's videos popped up first on the top of the search menu. I'm like, okay, let's see what he got to say. And I think it was like the video you had that was like the top mistakes I made.
Oh, the top five. I'm like in my parents' backyard at the time with like a little gangster backwards.
Yeah, it's a backwards hat. I'm like, what does this man have to say? And that was the first video that I watched. I'm like, all right, this is
best
interesting.
decision you ever made.
100%. Here I am now. So that's how it all started. And like Steve said, when I first started, I was just new. I would just go to garage sales and just be like, didn't know what to look for. I watched your video about asking for video games, the first question, do you guys have games, stuff like that. And that kind of worked for me, but not really. So things didn't start to turn around for me until I went to the Green Room meetup. Steve's Facebook group has helped me out tremendously, honestly. So first, I mean, if anyone's just starting reselling, don't do this by yourself. You need a group. Do not make what tons of people have made in the past.
There's a lot of groups, even free meetup groups, not just the Green Room, any group.
Any group, man. Shoot, there's tons that can
You're going to waste a lot of time and money trying to figure it out on your own, I promise you.
Don't do it, man. I know it seems cool doing it by yourself, but you need friends, you need allies. Like I said, it doesn't have to be Green Room or like Rockstar Flippers group, or there's tons.
Rally
Roots, tons of groups out there. But you need that community to kind of talk to, because this can be a lonely game, if you're just doing this solo dolo. Garage sales every day by yourself can be ridiculous.
So you hit the Green Room event, and what the heck happened after that?
So at the event, that's when I started meeting people who were full-time. So seeing folks who were already doing this was inspiring, and of course meeting you and my friend Jason Clark. And when I went back home, I was just loaded with knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's the move? Let's do this. I'm ready to go out and hustle. Like I'm trying to be like the big boys. And I remember asking people at the meetup, like, how do you go full-time? How can I get there? Like, how much do you need to make? What about health insurance? All these questions I had, and I was talking to people who are already doing it. So that was the first kind of clue or hint. And once I got back home, I worked my job for a little longer, and my big turning point was Q4. So I think the meetup was like in July.
Yeah,
so
June, July.
So Q4 was on the way, and people were like, oh, freaking out, like, get ready for Q4, here it comes, buy everything. I'm like, wow, I need to go hard on this right
Holy
here.
crap.
I'm like,
what did I get
sheesh.
myself into?
Right. I just remember everyone just going crazy. Targets, Walmarts, video games. I'm like,
Gary Vee didn't talk about no Q4,
Right.
but he got you going.
He got me 100%, and like the meetup helped with that.
Yeah.
So it was a perfect timing for me, and Q4 came, and you know, I don't recommend everyone doing this whatsoever, and this is my biggest probably thing. But I opened up some credit cards, and I went to town. So I was definitely doing a lot of spending, and it was kind of like, if this works, I'm good. If it doesn't work, I'm screwed.
You got I'll be honest, you got lucky.
100%.
Because it was before like I don't want to call it the apocalypse of retail arbitrage, but before, I guess, before shit started hitting the fan with all the gating and restrictions and like the price wars. And so you were there right at the nick of time. And a couple of years later, you would have been in a pile of you know what.
It's tough now, yeah. It's definitely, the landscape
You got to know
has
what you're
changed.
doing. You still make plenty of money with RA.
Oh, yeah.
But a newbie coming in, opening up credit lines, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that
Don't
for
do
sure.
that.
Like, looking back at it, like I got very lucky. I could have been a lot of credit card debt had that not worked out.
You were like at the peak.
Of retail arbitrage, right?
Yeah.
Because I literally went into Targets, honestly, not knowing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks good. Okay.
Yeah.
And blessed it worked out for me. But yeah, so Q4 came. I did a little over probably like $65,000 in total sales.
65,000?
Yeah, bro, that was crazy for me.
Holy crap! I thought you were just playing around with like a little 5-10K sales.
Nah. We went ham. That on that week, or that whole entire 2 or 3 months. So that gave me enough capital to what I thought to quit my job.
Yeah.
So I probably had like in my bank a little over probably 12, 13K then,
Yeah.
which in my mind was okay. If I could go back in time, I totally would have stayed at my job a little longer probably.
Yeah.
And probably banked up a little bit. But me being a little younger and just like, let's quit my job.
You're
let's
just
do
like,
it.
I'm done. I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
And,
I served enough guests.
I've served enough guests. I'm tired of this crap thing. Get me out of here. I'm trying to go full time. And yeah, long story short, that's what essentially gave me enough capital to quit my job personally. And ever since then, it's kind of been like sink or swim mentality essentially. So,
You know, I always tell people, when you're ready to take that leap of faith, you got to do it, because human beings will not reach their full potential for the most part until they can only sink or swim. Until like you don't have a safety net. What's that saying? Forgot what it was. It was some war
burn the
where like they
trains or
burned
burn
all the
ships.
ships behind. I forget, it was some famous war or battle where they brought all the ships up and they were attacking somebody. I forget that. I'm so bad with like history and
it's
stuff.
like-
Someone's gonna be like, bro, it was this. I'm like,
Obviously.
all right. But they knew that if they didn't burn all the ships, that their men would retreat and they'd be scared. But once you burn all the ships, you can't go back home. There's no other option.
at
So
all.
once you quit that job,
sink or swim.
sink or swim.
Yeah, man.
So you decided to swim, man. Swim with the piranhas.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm not gonna lie and say it's been all smooth sailings. I'm just making tons of money and stuff. It's been some tough days for sure. Like for me, like honestly, learning how to manage my money was tough, because coming from a point where I got consistent income every 2 weeks then, honestly, it wasn't the best at managing it. So
And then when taxes come around at the end of the year.
yeah, that 4 or 5K hits you hard. So I honestly would say for anyone, like if you have trouble managing your money while you have a job, once you quit then, it's going to get 10 times harder, honestly. So that was just my personal thing that I went through. And yeah, so for last 2 years now, it's been pretty much selling on Amazon, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. I kind of like dabble in a lot of different things in. So it could be shoes, it could be clothes, it could be RA, finding little niche stuff in a Target or online arbitrage. So I'm kind of like an all-around reseller rather than like a straight Amazon or straight
Is that,
eBay.
and do you feel like that fits your personality best? You like kind of having your hands in a couple different cookie jars instead of just being one direct?
Steve, I'll be real with you, bro. I get bored easily, man.
Yeah.
I have like
You know me, brother. I'm the same way. You've followed me.
yeah, from clothes to books,
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably relate to it, man.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. With reselling, as long as you're smart about it, you can switch things up. It depends upon your goals.
Right.
You know, you're trying to build a $50 million business or a $10 million business. If you want to build a $5-10 million business or even a 1 to 2, you're usually going to have to focus in on something.
Yes, 100%.
Right? You're definitely going to have to focus in. But if you're just looking to make 5, 10, 15, 20K a month, you can have your hands in a bunch of different cookie jars and live a pretty cool lifestyle.
Yeah,
For sure.
There's so many cool things out there.
Yeah.
Like how you're hustling books now.
Yeah.
And like clothes and just learning about freaking backpacks, whatever,
Yeah.
man. There's a lot of cool stuff
I live my
there.
life with passion. I don't necessarily, I tell people behind the scenes, I'm real with them. I'm like, I'm not the best business person at all. Like when it comes to YouTube, my businesses, because a lot of my decisions are derived from passion and my interests at the time. And that's not always the best. You know what they say, when your emotions get involved. But it just depends upon your goals and your personality.
100%.
You know,
absolutely.
so I think you're on the right path for what you're doing, man. What are your goals kind of moving forward, man, in your reselling business?
Absolutely. So, not to copy off of Steve too much, but I kind of like having.
You getting a Corvette? I'm just playing.
Hey, soon, baby. We
I'm
should
selling it,
start
guys.
racing,
I'm
man.
selling it.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm getting a Toyota Tacoma, man.
Why?
You know, I just purchased a real estate property. I'm looking for my second one.
Nice.
I don't like it being, it's so flashy and everyone's looking at you and you gotta be worried about people hitting you and people are trying to race you all the time. I'm like, I don't care. I just want to live my life.
Okay, so you had it for a little bit. It's like,
I want to see what it was like to be a boss.
Okay.
And I'm like, it was cool, but I'm like, I just got like a $1,500 tax bill and I was like, crap.
Ooh, hitting you hard. Wait, what's
Yeah.
a Toyota Tacoma? What kind of a car is that?
That's a pickup truck.
Okay.
So like I want it for like, because I'm getting into pallets and big book deals and bulk purchases and real estate. So I'm trying to like kind of build a lifestyle around my material.
Gotcha.
Instead of like trying to like act like, you know, never mind. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it on this video.
We both know what you mean. I think I know exactly what you mean there. I got you. Gotcha.
So anyways, man, sorry to steal the light.
But yeah, like in all honesty, like no plug whatsoever, but like I don't think I ever told you this, but like how you run your business. Like I like how you can have, you know, a YouTube. I like how you can, you know, have a following on different social media platforms and resell on eBay and Amazon, stuff like that. So, you know, I never really saw myself as like a big $50K a month reseller as like just that. Like personally, my goal is to kind of have my hands in as many pots as possible and keep growing multiple businesses.
Yeah.
So I want to grow my YouTube. I want to grow my social media following and my eBay and my Amazon and my Poshmark accounts then.
And I think for me, at least personally, as I get older, I start to mature a little bit and I'm like becoming less and less ADD. So like in my business right now, like I'm barely selling at all on eBay. Like I'm mostly just Amazon FBA for the most part and YouTube. And I've got a couple other side hustles. So like I've been slowly starting to consolidate, but I think it comes with time.
Gotcha.
For sure.
Okay.
You know?
So at first you
But
were
right
kinda,
now, man, taste everything. Just make sure you're smart with your money. Don't be stupid.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Yeah.
And it's hard at first because you were into so many things. But like I said, maybe I could ask you this question too. Is like, I don't think I've really found like what I really love. And I know I like reselling, which is why like I dabble in YouTube, I dabble in all these different things then. But maybe I could ask you, and I'm sure I could probably give value to the people. Like, I don't put you on the spot or anything.
No,
but
it's
like,
all good, man.
Like, would you say that like, oh man, like reselling is it for me, or is it more helping people, or is it more like YouTube? Like, what do you like love?
I find that I kind of go in phases. Like someone who's ADD and gets bored easily, like I go in phases. So like at certain times I'm thinking, all I want to do is create YouTube videos and be a YouTuber and like create content. But then I'm like, oh, like I miss business. I miss like being in the trenches and the grind. And like there was one point where I was like making so much affiliate money, YouTube money, like different things were crushing it. And if I could have kept going down that, like my income would have kept scaling. But I'm like, I miss the hustle. Like I want to be in the thrift stores. I want to be with Mama Profit picking books. And like I pulled back a little bit. And some people might say you're sabotaging. But at this point, like I've got enough money saved. I just purchased a multifamily property. My bills are low. Like I don't have to make decisions based on money. And life is short. And I've been dealing with some health issues over the last month. And it makes me realize even more, like live your life with passion. Live your life doing what you love and being happy instead of like just chasing money like everybody else. And then you end up like 6 feet deep with all this money left over. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, I'm not the best business person. And I want to make that well aware. And I'm sure everybody, if you follow me, you know, like it's just, but that's who I am. And be yourself. Don't try to be the next guy or the next girl. Right. Be you know, and learn.
I love that. You're so right, bro. This is legit. I feel like a lot of people, they see like a Ty Lopez and they want that flashy lifestyle, but that might not be them. Yeah. And like I know for me personally, I love reselling, but I don't know if I'm like a reseller. I just like to try different things and I'll see what sticks. Yeah. And being able to go full time is giving me like the freedom at least to figure out like, okay, I like this, I don't like that, and kind of figure things out.
Go back and forth, man. But you got to make sure, like, you've got to keep an eye on like your income. Like, you got to make sure you're hitting your goals and stuff. 100%. So, like, for example, sometimes my YouTube and like affiliate and like my whole internet marketing business, because that has like, there's two sides of the coin for me. There's like the social media part where it's YouTube, affiliate marketing, digital products. Kindle publishing business, all those things. And then I have like the reselling, like the Amazon, the eBay, different things like that. Sometimes like my social media business, like the income will start falling off because what you don't water and take care of and like pay attention to slowly dies. So like there's times where I'm like, all right, I got to get that back up. So I'll let go of like the reselling. And then other times like the reselling is dying off. So like I'll let go of that. So like it's kind of like a balancing act in a sense for me.
Gotcha. Do you have like priorities on what you...
Pretty much at the time, but like with our personalities, man, we change on a regular basis. So you kind of got to understand your weaknesses as well. So like when I go in and I focus, like I get crap done. Like today, how many videos have we done today, Zach? Like 14?
14 or 15.
So like when I do something, I go hard in it, but then I might not make videos for like another month. But it looks like I am, but I was just smart with my time.
Right.
Same with reselling. Like probably like 6 months ago, my Amazon sales were down to like $1,000. I wasn't messing with it. Just wasn't doing it. I got my sales up to like 10,000, like less than like 45 days because I bought like a huge bulk order off eBay, started messing with some deals, just spent a whole bunch of time. Now I got it up. Now it's around like 8,000 or 9,000 right now. It'll start dying, but it's a balancing act for me.
It's tough,
but that's me. That's not the smartest business move, but that works for me. I got my money in the bank. Everything's growing. I got my property. I got a Corvette paid in cash. I don't even want it anymore. I'm just going to sell it in Tacoma. So like it's working for me.
This is goals right here.
It's not to impress. It's just to impress upon you. Like you don't got to be like the next Joneses doing what they're doing, you know?
Absolutely, man. You find out what works best for you.
Yeah, so appreciate you, brother.
Of course, Steve. Happy we did this, man. Happy,
we got another guest coming in, so I don't want to leave her hanging too much. But if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, follow Mike Busby, aka Unique Resells on YouTube. I'll put some links below. But with that being said, one last word you want to say to the folks?
Go out, hustle. Anything is possible. Have an abundance mentality. If you think it, it's going to happen.
I love it, brother.
Let's do it, man.
Hey, appreciate you. Keep on picking and making the money, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Good day, guys.